Hey everyone, welcome back. Camille here from 88 Fitness Training. Today's video is going to be a full-length back development video. I am going to focus on lat development. Typically that's the number one thing that people are lacking when it comes to back development. So this video will be focused all through that. So I'm going to take you through 5 exercises individually, and then I'll pair them together for a full-blown workout that you can do yourself. So stay tuned and check it out. When it comes to back development, the number one area that most people struggle with is getting that V taper and that lat development off to the side, just like that. So this video is going to be focused on that, and all of the exercises selected are with that in mind. So if you're looking for something that's more kind of rear delt, upper back, this is not the video, but stay tuned because we'll film that one next. All right, so first exercise is going to be a straight arm pullover. So you have to set up your cable stack. You can use different attachments. This one I'm going to do today is just going to be a straight bar. We're going to pull it out, lean over slightly, lats fully stretched, come down and squeeze. So I've selected this one particularly for the lat development because of the amount of stretch that you have at the top and the fact that you're under constant tension with the cable. So it's really about getting that deep stretch and then contraction at the bottom where you're really squeezing. Now you can switch to 2 handles or like long straps. That way you can go a little further past your body. I've got videos. I'll try to connect a card for you guys on that. Get a little deeper contraction. But again, this one's really all about that stretch on the lats. The second exercise I'm going to show you is going to be an underhand pullover. So we've been hammering this on this channel. There's a misconception or myth that if you want lat development, the wider you go, the better. That's not true. It's really more about stretching the lats the most. And so again, what's better, out here or up here like this? It's going to be up here like this. So get your straight bar, just like that. You're going to take an underhand grip about shoulder width, pull down and squeeze. Again, come up all the way, stretching those lats real nice and deep, and squeeze at the bottom. Stretch and squeeze. Really take your time, use good form. No one should be crunching their abs down doing this. That means it's too heavy. But just like this, again, we're trying to build some lats. So we're gonna hit that 6 to 12 rep range. Again, if I can't quite hit 6, it means it's too heavy. I need to lighten my weight. If I'm doing 10 or more, I probably could go up. So keep working up and progressively overloading the weight. But again, the underhand lat pull down is going to give you more lat development than going wide with the lat pull downs. The next exercise that I'm going to show you is going to be a barbell row. All right, so question, overhand, underhand. Again, we're working on lat development in this video, so I'm going to choose to do underhand. But even within that, there's a lot of questions on angles. I know James covered a video a while back, what's the proper angle? All right, if we're truly working on lat development, the further bent over you are, the more you're working those lats. When you're more upright in the angle for the row, you're working more rear delt, upper trap, upper back. So keep that in mind. So again, we're gonna grab the barbell. We're kind of shoulder width here. We're gonna hinge forward. Nice and deep, letting those lats stretch. Come up and squeeze. Just like that. Again, further bent over you are, the better it is for the lats versus being up here like this, where we're getting a lot more upper trap, upper back. All right, so again, 6 to 12 reps. Get it in, take your time. Definitely squeeze and contract, stretch at the bottom, and make sure you're bent over deep enough. But for this one, definitely an underhand grip is going to be more advantageous for that lat development. The next exercise that I'm going to show you is a cable row. Now at a gym, this would be called a low row. I don't have one of those machines here, so we're just going to do it with a flat bench and a cable stack. All right, so we're going to grab this, slide back. We're going to stretch and squeeze. Now I've specifically grabbed this V-bar attachment and not a wide lat pull bar or something like that Again, it's a little bit of a misconception that a wide bar and a wide low row is better than this close grip, and that's just simply not true. If you're looking for that lat development, the V-bar is where it's at. You're able to really stretch the lats more and give that squeeze. You can even get a little more stretch if you actually just stuck two handles on here, because again, you can go underhand grip with it to get that little extra range of motion. But again, 6 to 12 reps, really take your time, squeeze, stretch the bottom. The cable really is superior to that constant tension that you have on it at all times. So definitely check this one out. Now that you've seen all the individual exercises, I'm going to pair them together in the order that I would do them. So the number one best exercise in my opinion for lat development is going to be those underhand lat pull downs I showed you. However, there's an extent to how heavy I can go, so I'm going to pre-exhaust that exercise by starting with the straight arm pullovers. Alright, so I've got my weight loaded up here. I'm going to come down. I'm going to hit these until absolute failure, which ideally is like 10 to 12 reps. Alright, for demonstration purposes, we're going to say I'm at all-out failure. It should literally be a struggle to get that last rep down just like that. Release, and then we're going to instantaneously come over here to superset. We are going to go heavy, so I'm going to bust out my straps. I got these figure eights. They can be a little challenging to work underhanded, but not impossible. So I'm going to work these in here. Just like that. All right, short arrow problems. And then we're gonna pull. Again, I'm going pretty heavy. It's a weight I can't really control with just grip strength alone. My grip would fail before my back. But I'm gonna focus on that stretch here at the top, really taking my time, squeezing at the bottom. Ooh. This is that gut-busting effort that we talk about. You really want to squeeze. You got to be prepared to go where no one else will go. Endure the pain. Ah! Woo! Yeah! Yeah, and then fight that last one up. Just like that. So the second exercise that I would go into after resting and hitting my 3 sets of the first one is going to be this underhand barbell row. Now this one I don't pre-exhaust or post-exhaust just because of how intense it is. If you select the right weight for this, I guarantee you're not going to be able to post-exhaust with any other isolation exercise. So again, I don't want my grip to fail before my back. I've got my straps, figure eights. These are a little different than what James uses, but I love them. So again, we're just going to place them up here, stick my hand through, loop it over, just like that. It's really easy. I can wrap up a lot faster. Again, I'm going to bend all the way over, and I'm really going to focus on stretching and squeezing. We're going to do 10 to 12, whatever I can get, as long as it's more than 6 or more, just like that. Start to fade. Oh! Get it. That's it. There you go. All right, the next exercise I would do after doing the barbell rows would be a superset with the cable row, superset with something I call the tree frog. So I'll show you. So again, we're going to do 10 of these, getting that deep stretch, squeeze at the bottom. So give it a try. If you can't quite get 6, lighten your weight. If you can get all the way to 12, it's too late, so make it heavier. All right, so you do 10 good reps like this, and then we're just gonna adjust our cable height all the way to the top. Now this one's gonna be almost like a cross between a pullover and a pull down. And so I'm gonna arch my back so my lats are nice and stretched, and I'm gonna pull my elbows down to my knees. Stretch and squeeze. Again, you really have to have that arch in the back to get that deep stretch. I'm releasing tension when my back's flat like this. So hunch it and squeeze. You're not gonna need super heavy duper, super duper heavy weight over here. Really, that would maybe lead to injury here. It's more about just keeping that tension on those lats and squeezing. But that's a great superset for those lats, especially if you need that development. Well, there you have it. That is Camille's best back blasting workout for lat development. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Just as a recap, I took you through my top 5 exercises for that back development, specifically the lats. So we started with the cable pullover. We did underhand lat pull downs right here. We moved over to the underhand grip barbell rows. And then from there, we went into a couple variations over on the cable doing rows and pull downs. So I hope you enjoyed this video. For more like it, make sure you check out our back playlist. And as always, hit that like and subscribe. Camille, 88 Fitness Training.